That's right. That's right. It's your boy, Brother Black One, aka the Relationship Guy. Here with another strong video. As I promised you guys the other day, this is the second part in a three-part series on baggage. And the second part of the baggage that we'll be talking about today is relationship baggage. Now, all baggage is the same for the most part, but before I go further in this video, I need you to do three things. I need you to rate, subscribe, share in the order. Hey, hold on a second. Let me tell you a little secret. Listen, it don't cost nothing to rate, subscribe, and to share. All right, it's free 99. It don't cost you nothing. All right, so listen, I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds. I'm gonna be generous. Give you 10 seconds. Go ahead and take care of that. All right, I'll wait for you. You did it? All right, back to the video. So we're talking about relationship baggage, and the reason why relationship baggage, like I said before, all baggage is similar, but they're different facets of baggage. We all carry some, whether it's light or whether it's heavy, we all carry some type of baggage. So with relationship baggage, what stands out to me is that when you have excessive baggage, what tends to happen is you tend to have triggers. And those triggers is what tends to open that baggage up. What do I mean when I say that? What I'm talking about is you could be doing something that everybody else would seem to be normal, but a person who has baggage, they're tone deaf when it comes to what people do naturally versus what people do specifically. And what really is going on is they can't tell the difference between the two. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. This may seem extreme, but I'll give you an example. Let's say you're on a date with a young lady or a young man, and they do something normal, like, let's say they do something normal, like they may forget to open the door for you. You know, let's say you're a young lady and they forget to open the door for you. This is how triggers go in relationship baggage. See, that's what Darren used to do. He never opened my door. I had to make him beg him door. Now, before you jump down a person's throat, they may say, well, you know what? When I try to do that in the past, a lot of young ladies get offended because, see, there are times now where women are so independent that they don't want you to open their door for them. They can do it themselves. But just because he did it doesn't mean that he's going to be just like the last relationship. And I think that happens a lot when you have relationship baggage, because you're always either consciously or subconsciously comparing them to the last person. And what that is a telltale sign to me is that there isn't any closure. And that person has too much baggage. You know, where it's you listen, you already have to manage yourself to be able to manage what you're going through and then try to juggle and carry somebody else's baggage. It's a recipe for disaster. You know, I often use the analogy of a deer in the headlights. It's not fair because what happens is here you are riding down in your SUV full of luggage, and that person doesn't know all that you went through in your previous relationship. So that's why I call it like the deer in the headlight syndrome. You look up, the deer's minding his business. You flying down a backcountry road. It is dimly lit, and that person looks up like a deer, and they get blindsided. And now that person's roadkill. What you just did, you just killed their spirit, you just killed their mind, you killed their persona, you killed everything with all that baggage. And the reason why I use a deer in the headlight scenario or analogy is because that deer doesn't know, it's just minding his business. And that's how people are. You know, you're dealing with people. They just mind their business. They just want to, try to seek out a new relationship, and all of a sudden, boom. And the thing about it is, the deer has no time to move because the light is blinding them. That's why I say deer in headlights, and they get froze. That's the same thing that happens when you deal with people who have a lot of baggage. You get frozen with all that luggage. So, when you're dealing with some relationship baggage, that's why it's always good to have closure. And the best thing to avoid negative baggage is to have closure in your past relationships. And a lot of people leave that crack, that little small sliver of space, so that whatever is in the past can creep right in and wreak havoc. So my suggestion to you all there who have baggage, now first of all, you got to even admit that you even have baggage. You can't even get people to admit that. So that's half the battle right there, is admit that you got baggage. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes relationships so hard, is because people don't want to take responsibility and own their baggage, their luggage, emotionally, and all their above, and everything that falls under that. They don't want to own it. So they want you to do all the heavy lifting, which puts a strain on the relationship. I've come to the conclusion that relationships don't have to be as hard as it has to be, but that'll be another video sometime down the line, because that's a whole extensive program. But just be vigilant and mindful of what you're doing, and take responsibility for how you treat people, and stop playing the blame game as everybody else, and you're always playing the victim. You're always going to come up short, because what you're going to do is ultimately you're going to push people away with all your relationship baggage. This brother Black One here with another strong video. Till next time, family. Peace.